So, all right. So we already explained the wheel above. Now remember about the wheel above. When you hear prophecies, that's all a lie. All right. From religious people, because say, "Oh, these prophecies are happening and everything." No, it's not. They haven't seen the 2,000 years of darkness, the ice age. They haven't seen the galaxy collision, and they missed the red sun cycle. All right. So once you understand how these cycles work, you will see past, present, and future. For example, this happened in the age of Taurus, number 5. We in number 4. This is going back on time. Okay. There's a calendar reset in the ice age. Right here, 1 and 2 Capricorn Aquarius. Reset. Then the cycle happens again. For example, the end is only the beginning because it happens again. So remember, this tablet is the past that we're going to relive it just like they did. All right. So remember, this happened in the age 5 and the age of Taurus. We're in number 4. So we're going in 1,000 years. Those people will be going the same thing that they went through. All right. So now let's explain the wheel below. So here we have the wheel below. This is the wheel below. All right. So you see here that I gave you guys all the images correctly. You see? All right. So the wheel below consists of 19 constellations bound together. All right. For 200. Well, let me explain this one. Okay. So here's Isis. Isis is the red sun solar system, what you see right here. Okay, she's the red sun solar system. She comes in every millennium. She stays in the tree of life in the river Nile, in the tree of life, for 6 years, 6 months, 6 days, about 7 years. She awakens the 8 suns. She's one of the 8 suns, all right? That will be climate change on Earth for 200 years. For example, we're in climate change right now for the year 2017, the year 2217, all right? So the 8 suns awakens the volcano activity. It produces too much carbon. You see, too much carbon. All right. And too much carbon makes everything bigger again. So the animals can give birth to animals are going to get bigger. The trees can get bigger. But there's no stopping it in the age of fire because we have 2 suns in the sky. But the government can stop it right now. That's the reason for solar engineering. People call it chemtrails. So the chemtrails, what you see in them dumping those chemicals up is, for example, like I say in my videos, high carbon levels will sink into earth filtration. It will take days, months, and years to work through it. And we eat the food from nature, and people will give birth to giants again. The animals and the trees will get bigger. All right? So the government is stopping that right now with solar engineering, with chemtrails. Chemtrails do the same thing. It blocks the radiation from the sun back to space and sinks to the Earth's filtration and balance nature again. But there's no stopping it in the age of fire. All right? So there we go. So now you know what Isis does. Isis is the red sun solar system. The red sun solar system has many names, many stories. You will know the red sun as Eve, Satan, the devil, Lucifer, David, Noah's wife, Samson. The red sun has many names, many stories. If you read the Lost Book of Inky, Alulu spacecraft, Thoth, from the Emerald of Thoth, Inlu from the Anunnakis. You see, it's all the same story being repeated. So now you know that. So I just want to give you a recap on what the red sun, all those fictional characters, they represents the red sun, all right? For example, you will see Horus represents the yellow sun. Same with Jesus. Jesus is the yellow sun. He's located in the cross. You see the cross? You see he's located in the cross between the 4 seasons. Okay? And the 4 seasons are the 4 living creatures. All right? The 4 beasts from below. The 4 archangels. Those are the 4 seasons. Now you see how I gave you all the numbers here from all those characters right here? Look. You see? You will count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, then Osiris is 19. All right. Well, let's put it like this. You see, this little kid is actually Osiris. For some reason, they show him as rebirth because the red sun makes some stories will say rebirth of the yellow sun. So the yellow sun becomes a new person. For example, the red sun becomes a blue sun. So it's actually all 19 together. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 11. Then here's a small one. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You see? All 19 constellation bound together. But you see how that little kid is holding that? That's the rebirth of Osiris. Because the yellow sun goes through a rebirth, same as the red sun. The red sun becomes a blue sun. All right? So here we go. So you will see all the characters. I put all the numbers right in there. All right? How it all matches. Now you know that Horus represents the yellow sun. His brother Seth is the red sun. For example, Seth took Osiris' eye and Thoth put his eye back together, you see? Because Thoth is the red sun, you see? How you put it together, how the stories connect, you see? And Thoth's father is Ptolemy, who is the yellow sun, right? But they're just showing you who Horus is. He's the yellow sun, same as Jesus. Sometimes you will see Osiris carrying a lamb. The lamb is the earth. You see it's in his shoulder. Same with Jesus. Jesus is carrying a lamb. That's the earth. All right. So hopefully I explained this pretty good for you guys. This image is real beautiful. It tells you everything. So now you know when the red sun comes in, every millennium, it came in the year 2010, then 3010. Let me give you a better image. For example, here's the story where Seth took Horus' left eye, you see? And who put his eye back together. So, Thoth, from the Emerald Red Thoth, he put Osiris' eye back. You see, he healed him. Because Thoth is the red sun. It's in another story, in another cycle. You see? Here's another one with the 7 serpents. Okay, well, 6 serpents. But you know that Seth and Horus, who they are. The serpents are the sons. You see? It's all the same story. Like, for example, Moses, where his serpents defeated the other Pharaoh serpents. You see? Because they're just talking about Moses is the red sun. And he was in the basket on the river Nile. You see? His basket is the red sun solar system. And he talked to a burning bush. You see? That's our yellow sun. We located in the cross between the 4 seasons. That's our 13 constellation yellow sun solar system. So that's the 14. But some philosophers would name the 14 something 19. They tried to confuse you. All right. So there we go. So now you know who the goddess Nut is. She represents the Milky-way galaxy. Okay. Now remember the 7 constellations and Orion holds 2 suns. Those are the 8 kings. That's Noah's family. The 8 sons is Noah, his wife, 3 sons and 3 wives. You see? 2 animals of every kind. That's male energy, female energy. Okay? Hopefully you guys can see it. And you see the cross, the Ankh. That's where the Christians got their cross. It's all astrological stories. So here we have the most beautiful story. So here we have Isis. She went looking for her husband because his body was scattered 13 to 14 pieces, 4 on water in the river Nile. You see, it's all above, and people think it happened down here on Earth. No, all these stories are astrological, and our human history is fake. To you religious people, you say, oh, this historical dynamic, that's all a lie. Israel is all a lie. It's all to control the slaves. Those people, the elites, they have power. They create all those lies. Everything that you've been growing up to, it's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's all been planned. They orchestrate all these things. All right? So just keep that in mind. Everything you see in the news is all a lie. So here's the wheel below. And sometime in the couple months, I'll be making an hour or 2 explaining everything in detail on my YouTube page. All right? So hopefully you love the truth, the knowledge, and share it with your friends and use a star map for everything to decode anything.